who have contracted the virus. At 4 p.m. on Monday, there was a 3-hour minimum wait time to get into adult emergency rooms at Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center and Holy Family Hospital. Multi-care hospitals have also been experiencing longer than normal wait times in emergency departments. Local providers are now encouraging patients with lower level injuries like sprains, possibly broken bones, and moderate illness to visit local urgent care centers instead of the emergency room. And that's it for headlines. For KCHW, I'm Brandon Hansen from TED. Have a great day.
This portion of programming brought to you by New Health. At New Health, they're committed to promoting health and wellness within our communities by providing integrated, open-access health care for all. They offer medical, dental, pharmacy, and behavioral health services to meet your health care needs. Their medical care teams offer in-person visits, curbside care, telemedicine visits, plus COVID-19 testing and vaccines. Dental services are provided for prevention, restorative, and emergency services. Curbside pharmacy pickup and mailing options are available to meet your medication needs as well. To schedule an appointment, contact their New Health Chewelah Clinic at 509-935-8424. That's 509-935-8424, or visit their website at newhp.org for a New Health location near you. Safely providing the care you need is their top priority. Most insurance plans are accepted, including Medicare and Medicaid, and new patients are welcome.
Alan got new headphones. Alan got new headphones.
What?
You know what we do with guys with new headphones?
No.
It's like new shoes. We knock them off your head onto the floor, and then we step on them. Remember in high school when you get a new hat?
That's me.
They do that to you?
Yeah.
Or
You were a
stamp on your new
bully,
tennis
huh?
shoes. I was the littlest bully.
Yeah, a little bully.
The tiniest
Wasn't
bully.
that an after-school special?
From Fiji
Oh, that's not supposed to start. Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. You've got, let's see, how many of us?
Three.
Three.
We are the Three Amigos!
Okay.
I'm the only one wearing my Three Amigos shirt, though.
Again.
Again.
Huh?
As usual.
You didn't wear yours either, Al.
No,
Neither
I
did
know.
I.
I know.
Right.
Hence-
You can tell
hence
we
the
each,
only one.
we all do laundry every 3 weeks.
Right. It just so happened my day was yesterday.
Yes.
Just luck of the draw.
You can smell. I mean, tell.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
I smell Downy fresh.
And you smell Downy Fresh.
I do.
All right. If you just joined us, yes?
You should
Or
give
this
him the
morning?
sniff test.
This-
Come here, Scott.
I'm a little stuffy. I was out in the woods yesterday.
Okay.
Sorry. Lucky me. Don't you wish you were stuffy?
I wish I was in the woods.
All right. Starting off the show this morning, we've got myself, Scott Allen, Mr. Chuck Ritchie. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, sir.
You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That
Am I?
usually doesn't happen. Yeah.
That's
Look at Chuck
amazing.
on the camera and then compare it to our past shows.
Whoa. Whoa.
He looks happy today. What happened
I,
last night?
I trimmed my hair up and trimmed my beard up and everything.
All right.
So maybe that's it.
All right. All right.
Maybe that's it.
And a new headphone guy, Alan Milani.
Yes, sir.
He's got his new headphone glow on.
Yeah.
Alan Milani's security for the show.
Security.
Yeah, Milani.
Oh, yeah. Except I forgot my bat today.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. We'll find you some kind of
There's
I
a
clothes.
gu-
break your
there's a
knees with
guitar right
something
behind
else.
There's a guitar right behind you.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always
Two
wanted
of them.
I've always
Microphone stand.
It's a strange urge. I've always wanted to hit somebody with a guitar.
Great.
Who hasn't though, right?
Are we going to venture into pro wrestling now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up during the break, Chuck and Alan.
Negative. I keep telling you, I'm
I've got
just going to
two
run.
guitars.
Hey, you've got the stage there. You got to do something with it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right.
Throw some mats down, some wrestling mats down in there.
Absolutely.
You guys could sword fight with guitars. There can only be one.
2 men enter. 1 man
I think
leaves.
the quickening would kill me.
It just be you two rotating in a circle, afraid to hit each other.
But it's such a nice guitar.
All right, we're starting off like wildfire. Oh, should we talk about wildfires? Let's talk about weather, because I think the weather will help the fire situation. Yes?
Oh, good. Do we have more rain coming?
We do. Saturday is supposed to be a big, big day for rain.
Wow.
All right. Now, today, warmest day of the week, 82.
Nice. Don't ever do that again, Scott.
It doesn't take much to get you giddy, does it?
It doesn't.
No.
82. All right. Partly cloudy skies today. Winds light and variable. 54 tonight. Clear to partly cloudy. Winds light and variable. Good for the firefighters. 76 for your Friday under mostly cloudy skies with a 22% chance of rain. Saturday, we'll up that to 58 with a high of only 67.
Wow.
Look, it's October in August. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest.
It's one or the other. Why we never even had a normal summer.
Mother Nature's just punishing us.
We've got like 3 seasons. Hot, cold, and fire.
Yeah,
smoke.
much.
Somebody says that, it's winter, spring, and smoke.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Sunday, back up to 75, partly cloudy skies. All right. Going to
That
be
sounds
an
like a good day.
awesome weekend, I guess. Yeah,
Just
I'm
in
going to
time
think
for
of
me
that
to
one.
finally get that air conditioner installed.
All right, at 67.
Right.
Oh, you'll be out there in your sweater putting in the air conditioning.
I know, right?
You got a sweater on this morning.
I do. It
You're
was
going to get
chilly.
sweaty. It's warm in here.
It is.
All right.
It is.
Okay. So much for that bath.
Right? I'll take it off during the break.
Okay.
Chuck's going to be outside singing, I'm Mr. Cold Miser.
Burr, honey, bring me some mittens. It's 67 out here. That's almost mitten weather.
You're going to run it all winter, aren't you? Yeah. The AC.
It's got a heater too, so yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's dual.
Dual purpose.
It's also a heat pump. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, you bought a fancy one.
Right. Supposedly the heat pump is actually more efficient than the air conditioner. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
All right.
For more heating and air conditioning tips, tune in next week.
I was trying to find some music for you to take your sweater off to, but it's not working right now. So maybe we will do that later. It seems like it could be a highlight for the show today.
I don't think it would be. I think it would be a low light.
I'm pretty sure it would be a highlight.
Okay.
All right, it's the closest one to us. The one most of our close neighbors worried about, the corkscrew fire, up to 14,000 acres. Wow. 14% contained. All right.
That's better than it was the other day.
They post around 9 o'clock their new update, so maybe we'll get it early in the second half. We can check out what they say. But yesterday they were talking about how much the rain helped and how much progress they'd made around the fire
And
line.
the winds had shifted back towards the
the
already
burnt stuff.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah. That's called good luck, especially when one breaks out in such a populated area. You know,
Right.
I don't know if you guys have been tuning in. My sister lives out in Williams Valley, and that's just kind of scary. And on Tuesday's show, she usually has a background that looks like our banner when you walk in, and she switched her banner to her what she saw at 5 a.m. when she looked out the window, and it's like probably, I guess, maybe 4 farms away. There's a mountain ridge, a small one, and that ridge is all orange behind her while she's talking on Tuesday's show. So scary.
It is scary. We've been following it really close.
But to set in your picture window and watch it, that's even scarier.
That's
Just
terrifying.
waiting for your phone to start vibrating and say, run, run! You know, not good. But it does give you time to pack.
I'd be wondering if I missed the evacuation notice.
Really?
That's what I would be wondering.
Right.
If I saw it that close.
Yeah. You'd be really concerned.
I'd be,
When they were having issues with the evacuation warning system, the telephone system, because the substation. I don't know if the substation caught on fire or if they were just having troubles with the phone lines.
Well, because
basically.
I talked to them and they were going to release a EAS message, and they were trying to do it before the news.
Yeah.
And at 5, and then it didn't happen until 9, so they must have been having some kind of problem.
Yeah.
So.
I know for a while it was down. They said it was down completely. So
Wow. That's scary when something like this is happening, too.
it is.
Once you lose the ability to communicate with people. Ouch. All right. Let's get started. I didn't even look for news headlines. I guess the big one for us is masks are coming back. What did you say the date was?
the
Alan?
23rd.
The 23rd. So next week, everybody's supposed to be back in masks. This is gross. When's it going to end? Am I the first one that's thinking that? No.
No.
Yeah. So what are we going to do?
I'm going to keep living.
Are you going to keep? Well, I mean, I guess that comes to where, I can't. Especially I have a co-host every day, And you can't really do a show into, hey, good morning, it's KCHW 102.7. I'm talking through my mask, so good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess we got to think about it.
The cases are going crazy, so I mean,
They
I
are.
think it's a good thing. I think it's unfortunate that we have to mandate it. That people aren't doing it themselves. But yeah, I think.
And the reason for this is
it's necessary. It's not a good thing. It's necessary.
Is the shots we got? They're not good for the Delta variant. They've lots of breakthrough cases. Now those people are not getting as sick.
They're not
so
getting
that's the benefit.
hospitalized.
They're not getting
dying.
hospitalized. They're not dying.
So it is effective.
It is effective,
Yeah.
but it's sad that it's that you can actually still get it even though you've been vaccinated. That's the too bad part.
It's always been that way with the flu vaccine. It's never the flu vaccine never keeps you from getting the flu. It just when you get it, it makes your symptoms less. And that's just the way this is. That's the way they always said this was. It was never supposed to
Just totally
Yeah.
fix it. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know because it was this new thing, this RNA. What's it going to do? How's it going to react? And how good is it going to be? And that kind of stuff. I guess being too hopeful that there was an end in sight, and we're back to wearing masks. Highest, if you heard the newscast when we started with Brandon, I think we're up to like record-breaking numbers
We
in
are.
the Tri-County area. So from the start of this, we're coming up. It won't be too long. We'll be saying 2 years ago. Wow. We have not come far at all.
No,
Yeah.
no, we haven't.
We've went backwards. And I guess that probably came from the governor, the mandate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, because people are tired of it, if we're going to have a harder time getting people to mask up.
Right. Well, we're here because people didn't do it in the first place. So,
I think we are, especially like in the schools and stuff. I mean, the last 2 days, just driving home, I've seen anti-mask protests for school-age children in both Colville and Kettle.
And I don't know about the ones locally, but the ones nationally, some of them have gotten like,
Nasty.
yeah.
They've gotten
Fights,
downright nasty.
threats. There was a group of people, it was on the news chanting they were going to kill somebody, and he couldn't come out in public anymore. It's like, really? Over a cloth mask?
Yep.
Okay. And what I'm saying right now, double usage. Smoke and coronavirus.
exactly.
All right. That's too sad. All right. I guess I'm going away for Labor Day. Maybe that'll be a good thing. We got the Tri-County area. All right, Chuck, are you running that computer today? Who's running the? You got it on your
I got
monitor?
it.
All
I
right.
got it, man.
Have you already went to Bits and Breaks?
I absolutely
not.
have. Of course I have. It's
No,
right
you haven't.
here.
All right. Do you see anything funny there you want to talk about? Sure.
There's one about a car crash.
I like the one right before it says, "I'm not a doctor, but." It says, "In the age of COVID-19, there appears to be more I'm not a doctors than actual doctors."
Right.
But everybody has some kind of medical input, right? Yeah. All right. What's the tweet of the week, Chuck?
The tweet of the week. Statistically speaking, if 3 million people are getting the vaccine, one of them will die in a car crash on the way home.
Ouch.
Yeah, which means my idiot aunt is going to Facebook message me that the vaccine causes car accidents.
True story.
Your idiot aunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah, I've got a few of those.
All right.
They're not listening.
Will
It's
you
okay.
twist your mic a little bit, like so it's straight in front of you instead of crooked like that? There you go. Really loud. Make a squeak. It's okay. People like
Yeah.
squeaks on the
Yeah,
radio.
there we go.
Speaking of squeaks, Alan Milani.
The all feedback channel.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? All right. Sorry.
I call it white noise. I sleep to it. Yeah.
white noise. That used to be my wife screaming at me.
Ow.
Oh, I feel kind of like a nap. I hear alarms.
Wait, did you say white noise or wife noise?
Same thing. Sorry. Sorry. I'm getting myself in trouble again. What advice did someone give you that changed your life, Alan Milani?
Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. Yeah. That's a good one right there.
No, that's a good one.
I'm leaving.
You could take that to the bank.
Yeah, scary stuff. What else?
Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth.
Chuck,
I need to
that's
learn
for
this
you,
one.
Chuck.
I need to learn this one. Yeah.
Chuck's shared a lot of stories where you put your foot in your mouth with me, or at least two. Is that a lot?
At least
It's a
two?
lot. 2 is a lot to admit to.
2 today or 2,
No,
two in
just
general?
2 in general,
Okay.
I think. Things you wish you wouldn't have said. Or, now, things you wish you wouldn't have posted.
Right? It happens.
I'm sorry.
No regrets.
All
No
right.
regrets.
Your cheeks are turning a little red, though.
No regrets.
Is that anger or embarrassment? So the microphone comes flying across the table. That looked cool on the webcam, though. If I got took out by a microphone.
Shut up, Scott.
You were talking about doing something with your headphones to me.
There's a button on them.
What? Yeah. What's
This whole time I didn't realize there was a button on the headphones. Apparently, it's noise cancellation.
Oh.
Yeah, it filters out Scott.
Yeah, we can filter out Scott now.
Don't say the brand. Everybody at home will want one.
Just have a nice conversation with Alan on the air. Let's
What,
do
Scott?
that.
I see Scott's lips moving, but I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, Scott. Whatever.
That was
That's
like
wonderful.
that's like Tuesday on Facebook. We had no audio, so you could just see my lips moving, but you couldn't hear anything.
Nice.
People said best show ever.
What's that, Scott?
Huh? All right, more advice, Alan.
Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you because everyone is only thinking about themselves.
Ooh, yeah. That's very COVID of you.
Probably a true story.
It is
You're the
probably
star of your own show.
The star of your own show.
That's right. Everyone else is a supporting character.
What was that show with Jim Carrey? The
Uh,
one where he was
Truman Show.
Truman
Show.
Show.
Yeah.
Truman Show.
All right.
Yeah.
That's my life. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm kind of the same way. No one would give me a radio job, so I had to build my own station.
You will listen to me.
All 5 of you. All right.
A quiet life is not a boring life.
What?
I don't know.
That sounds boring.
It does sound kind of boring.
Yeah, that whole line.
But
is
imagine
boring.
the rest you would get.
Oh, I've had plenty of rest the past year and a half. Thanks. I'm all rested up.
Right.
I'm ready for
I've
something new.
always thought
Time to go
a
play.
life of solitude, like out in the woods, away from everything, might not be too bad.
That was 2021. How did it seem to you?
You know,
It wa-
wasn't that bad.
The only thing that was wrong with it was the kids were there.
Right? Like, no, you have your groceries like delivered by helicopter drop crate like once a month,
Nice.
and yeah, I don't think that'd be that bad.
You'd be excited for the helicopter.
Be off grid, yeah.
I can't remember what channel it's on, but there's actually a show that does that.
As long as Amazon,
They take
will
like
still deliver.
6 people
Oh,
and
drop
take
them
them
into
up towards Alaska, up there somewhere, and they drop them in different parts, and they have to survive. And whoever survives the longest wins a bunch of money or something like that.
It's kind of like Dumb and
500,000.
Dumber, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
Who
talking
screams for help
about
first?
survival. I'm talking about like having my espresso beans delivered to me once a month.
Well, they let you take a couple
You know.
of things with you.
Yeah,
So maybe you could just be in the middle of the woods with your espresso beans.
I'm talking like a Dumbo-sized crate delivered once a month with anything I could need in it.
All right, you're going to really have to pedal on that bicycle generator to run that espresso machine.
Right.
Look at him go. All right, more advice that someone gave you that changed your life, Alan.
Embarrassment is the cost of entry.
To this room.
Right?
To this room.
Yeah.
I've earned that.
Ow, I'm sorry, Chuck.
Yeah.
You want to stay, though, right? You want to stay in the room?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I've earned my keep.
All right.
How embarrassing.
If I say something again that bothers you, just use that noise cancellation.
You should see if it works.
I haven't done anything embarrassing today. I don't think.
All right. In fact,
I don't
I
know.
could,
You guys tell me.
I could warn you and say, Chuck, you want to press your button? I'm about to insult you.
Oh, okay.
All right. If you think, wait, just keep giggling, Alan. You're next. Funny guy. All right. So Alan is gonna. Are you still gonna do it? You said yes, right? This morning. Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna start crashing Fridays too.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
so,
wow.
And if you wanted to, I know that'd be 2 days to get up early. You're welcome
Right.
to. And then since on Fridays we have Philip, we could, instead of being the Three Amigos, it could be the Four Musketeers.
Oh.
Four Musketeers Day.
It'll be 2 days a week of not getting paid.
So, did your wife didn't say no or anything? She said,
No,
go ahead.
not at all.
She said, go ahead and leave.
No, she's probably the most supportive person
All right.
ever.
Does she like you on the radio? She tell you you're
I think
funny?
so, yeah. Yeah.
I think you're funny. If I think there's something wrong with everyone around me, then there's something wrong with me. Ew. Somebody gave you that advice?
Well, that's not true.
All right, Chuck. Once you have a kid, you can't. This is trending on Twitter.
Yeah,
Hashtag. Once you have a kid, you can't.
Yep.
What things can't I do?
Hashtag. Once you have a kid, you can't say anything around them you don't want repeated. Yeah, that is definitely true. My kids were pretty good about that growing up.
So we have a 2-year-old in our house right now.
Uh-oh.
You can't say anything because she's at that age where she's picking it all up now.
Yeah, so if you let the wrong word slip, all of a sudden she's repeating it at you?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, drop one of the 7 words that you can't say on the radio.
But it's in that cute little 2-year-old voice.
I know.
So you
don't know whether to laugh or, you know.
So you have to tell them not to say that while you're giggling.
Right.
Yeah.
Really sends
It doesn't work when you're smiling and you say, honey, you can't say that.
It's confusing.
But you liked it. All right. Give us more, Chuck.
All right. You can't watch your favorite shows when they actually come on television. So thank goodness we have DVR.
Oh,
Which our kids are 14 and we still have to do that. We still have to wait till they go to bed to watch our shows.
Right. And then when you do turn them on the DVR, you fall asleep halfway through, so you got to watch it twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Almost every night.
Yeah.
Or you have to keep pausing because they get up to go to the bathroom. They get up for a drink of water. Usually in the really wrong scene.
Yeah.
So you worry about what movies they watch, so I got a question for you. Do you have their computers locked?
A lot of it is just because they're shows they don't want to watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Well, I mean, there's some like really like Game of Thrones type shows that we don't.
Mom and Dad are watching Stargate again. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Game of Thrones is such a wholesome
family show.
series, though.
It is. We're watching Castlevania right now, which is kind of like vampire themed animated. Like as far as the television quality, it's probably right up there with Game of Thrones, but it's an animated series.
With what show?
Castlevania. It's amazing.
It's right up there with what show, though?
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
as far as it's just like the production quality. It's just really amazing.
Is it on HBO or Netflix or what?
I think it's Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. I think it's Netflix. I don't know. My wife does the remoting. I don't touch the remote.
I see it all the time, but I have so many of those channels I can't tell, which one it was.
Yeah.
So, and I hate that now. It's like, was that on Prime or was that on Paramount Plus or was that on Tubi? I hate commercials. There's a lot of, you can get a lot of the services now, like Peacock. You can get that all for free if you're willing to watch commercials. And I see why people pay the monthly fees because yuck.
My wife will always fast forward. She's amazing. She's right on the ball with fast forwarding through.
She's not gonna put up with that for a second.
And sometimes I'm like, well, like I want to get up and get a snack, or I want to go to the bathroom, or and then I never can because the commercials is always fast forwarding.
So your commercial breaks are only 15 seconds.
Yeah.
See, there must be some handbook out there for women to determine like some kind of formula for fast forwarding through commercials. Because Brenda nails it every time too.
Right.
Like she knows. Okay, this next break there's going to be this many commercials. They take this long, and she'll hit the button and.
Right. Every once in a while, when I'm in charge of it, like she'll hit me and she'll be like, I don't even realize till halfway through the commercials there's even a commercial on.
Right. How programmed have we become?
Right.
You guys need to get outside more.
Wait, what?
They canceled me again.
What's that going to accomplish, Scott?
Exercise, maybe a little less fast forwarding.
It sounds like work.
It does. I don't do it either. I don't practice what I preach. Sorry. All right, keep going.
You could never leisurely shop at Target or anywhere else.
With kids?
No. The worst one is the hardware store.
Why is that?
With kids, because every time I go to the hardware store, I have to think about what I'm doing, right? I'm like, okay, well, this connects to this, and I need this. And I never go with a list. I always have it in my head what I need to do, and then half the time I don't know what I need. I would just go to the store to see if there's something that will work for what I need, because I work backwards. And when you have kids,
that annoys them.
And they hate the hardware store anyway. Are we done yet? Can we go? Are we going to go to the candy store after this? Where are we going after this? I'm hungry.
I have to make 2 more trips to Screws. Just wait.
Right. And then I get all the way home from Spokane if we have to go to the big box store and only have half of what I need.
And then, good.
Yeah, and then I have to make another trip to Spokane.
My kids would stop me from going into the store. You know, if we just needed a couple things and you like go into Safeway, they would make me stay in the car and they would go in the store because they get mad if I ran into somebody new and I visited. They hated that, you know. Hey, you took a 5-minute grocery store trip and turned it into 30 minutes and talked to 3 people, you know. So they'd made me stay in the car to go to the store, which was okay.
My kids give my wife a report of how many people I stopped and talked to and how long I talked to them.
Really? So you have the same problem?
Yeah. They're like, Daddy stopped and talked to 5 people for 45 minutes, Mommy. That's why we're late.
That's because once guys get past 40, they get diarrhea mouth.
Right?
We're like old women.
It's 20. 20 for me, I think.
20?
Yeah.
All right. I like the next one.
You can never sleep in late again.
Well, once they get to your kids' age, you can.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting mine out of bed.
They don't even want you to wake up.
No. No.
If you didn't lock your door, they might smother you with a pillow.
I've been, I'm not a morning person and I'm a night person, but the last couple months I've actually been getting up before everybody else in the house, and
Really?
I get a couple hours to myself. It's been pretty.
It's
nice.
kind of nice.
It is. Not too early, but
All right.
you can never go to the bathroom in peace.
Especially with toddlers.
I think that's a problem more for women than men, because I don't. My kids very actively avoid me when I'm in the bathroom. So,
So when you come out, you have to step over the potpourri.
Yeah. My problem is the dogs. The dogs won't leave me alone. They want to come in the bathroom with me. And then when I come out of the bathroom, I have like 150 pounds of dog laying against the bathroom door. So I open it and dogs spill into the bathroom. And then they don't move. They lay there on the floor, and I have to step over them. And then they don't move until I'm actively stepping over the top of them. And then they jump up suddenly.
Yeah. Oh, he might fall on me. Ah!
Yeah.
I think that's a definite dog thing.
Yeah.
Does Mooch do that too?
Fall you into the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. So it's a cat thing, too.
Yeah.
It's just kind of creepy that our animals want to watch us go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
No, I think they think, we've got them confined. Now we can force them to, like, feed us or pet us or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
And the last one says you can't have popcorn for dinner 3 nights in a row.
When you have kids?
Which is not true, because you're the
No.
adult. You make the decisions.
That's right.
I think when I first met Brenda, I think she thought that was the only thing I ever ate.
Kids were having
popcorn.
popcorn for dinner again. Yeah.
There were many nights where that was my dinner. Yeah.
Just because you didn't like cooking?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not like I didn't know how to cook.
Or you were extremely poor.
Well, that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that too.
Popcorn again. I was at the grocery store, and the one you talked about, Target. You can never shop anymore in peace with kids. It was the family that had like 3 or 4 kids. Like there was just, when you see that many, they kind of blur together. But there's always one, when there's a herd, there's always one that's crying.
Always.
And I was like, I remember that. There's always one crying.
My kids cry sometimes, too.
Yeah, but that's only when you squeeze them.
It's usually me crying.
All right, let's see. I had a couple here, too. I dug out some oldies but goodies. Chuck, you'll like this one.
Okay.
Your mother is now president of the United States.
Wow.
This is a what-if situation.
Okay, my mother actually ran for president in 2016.
Really?
Yeah, she went through the process and tried to file and everything.
Really?
It was interesting.
You said tried to file. Did a felony stop her or something?
No, well, I mean, she went through the process. She legally filed. I don't know, to whatever you need to do to be like a write-in candidate or something. But she wasn't. She wasn't on the ballot. But
Okay.
But
right.
she thought she had a chance of winning, which
I think maybe I'll try that in 2024.
Did she call you up and say, "Did you vote for me?"
some of the things we need to work on with her.
Okay. All right, here's a few of the responses off the internet. The White House chefs will be asked to create early bird dinner specials because their mom's president. All White House televisions will be permanently set to HD TV.
Or the Lifetime channel.
A Lifetime channel.
Hallmark.
This is the one everybody will like. Every American gets a birthday card with a $5 bill.
Oh,
His
that's-
mom's
that's
president.
nice.
At the end of each day running the country, the Secret Service needs to walk around the White House checking to make sure every door and window is locked. Afterwards, the president will walk around the White House to make sure every door and window is locked. Thanks, Mom.
But then with that $5 bill, when you're complaining about being broke 4 months later, she's like, "Didn't you get the money I sent you for your birthday?
You didn't save it?
You still have that $5, right?"
You will now be known as the Secretary of Fixing the Internet.
That's a promotion.
It is. Thanks, Mom. Always be prepared for the president to barge into your house without knocking. I kind of, moms do that, don't they? They just open the door and walk in.
They do. You have no privacy.
No.
Yeah.
Everyone is being overfed and then given Tupperware full of leftovers at the White House.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Every citizen in the U.S. must now go to bed at a reasonable hour, Chuck.
I would actually be okay with that, too.
Okay. Yeah. But when your mom told you that, you weren't okay with it?
No.
But if she was president, you would be?
Well, I've been trying to work on it.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on it.
Every host of every morning show and judge program on TV will immediately be given the Presidential Medal of Honor for their wonderful contributions. Oh, does that include us? Probably not, huh?
Well, maybe just you.
Would your mom approve of this show, Chuck?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think
okay.
so.
All right.
I think so.
Let's see here. The military is now disbanded because your mom's president. Any disagreement between countries will be resolved by sitting all members down at the kitchen table and making them say 3 nice things about each other.
You're in a timeout.
I was twisting their ear and knocking their heads together. That's how I grew up.
Could you say, like Kim Jong-un, could you say 3 nice things about him? It's not his hair.
Although, his haircut is remarkably consistent.
It is.
So,
Like it's a toupee or something, right?
I don't know.
It's not a
very
hair,
well
it's a
groomed for
hat.
a short man.
It's a hat. It's got to be a hat. How can it be so perfect and never grow, shrink? And he must get his hair cut every day.
it does not change.
It does not. We'd be all surprised if we saw him all scruffy. Oh, look, it's curly. All right. Let's see. The dog now gets the Lincoln bedroom all to himself. Is there if your mom was president? Take off your shoes before entering the White House. What? Did I cut you
I was
off?
going to say the dog thing. That would be if I was president. Dogs would get the whole upper floor.
Those who leave splatter in the microwave will be executed.
I thought you were going a different direction.
Yeah, me too.
Splatter.
That's why I paused.
Yeah.
I was trying to throw you off because I knew you couldn't read what I was seeing
Please be neat
on your
and wipe the seat.
teleprompter. All right. She doesn't use Twitter, so there's that. Yay, Mom. All right. We're going to skip the thing about shaving. All right. This is for me. Unusual places to meet someone. Okay.
Okay.
Seminars. We're not talking about knitting or anything. Think Y chromosome friendly activities. Anything from car maintenance to cooking. A cooking seminar?
My wife and I actually started dating because of a seminar.
Really? What kind of seminar?
I was bartending. It was a business seminar. She was running the seminar and I was bartending.
Oh, you fell in love with the Amway girl.
No, it was some thing for small business administration.
Yeah. Dog parks. I think sometimes I like just hang out there and then they get weirded out when they find out I don't have a dog.
It's like when I hang out at the daycare. All the moms are like, "What are you doing here?"
They get more creeped out when I said, "Can I pick that up for you?" All right, don't hang out at dog parks.
Just swoop in and pick it up and give them a little sly look.
Wow.
That doesn't work.
Who is your daddy?
That's not my bag, baby.
It's not mine. Home improvement stores. You see lots of women at home improvement stores? I think it'd be mostly guys. I'm not handy, so I don't hang out at home improvement stores very often.
I think there's a good mix.
I think probably a good mix.
It depends on, I think Home Depot is more male dominated, and I think Lowe's is more like family and female dominated.
All right.
That's what I feel.
Really?
Yeah.
Planes and trains. Now I can see trains, maybe because you can walk up and down the train, but
Yeah.
I've never just walked up and down the aisle of the airplane hitting on chicks.
I don't talk to
Well,
other
and
people on an airplane.
You know, there's only one place you can go when you're walking down the aisle of an airplane.
Where's that? The
Oh,
bathroom.
the lavatory, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
you could go to the other end.
Everybody knows what you're doing.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. And
You
the
know where
other
I'm
bad
going.
part about that is the whole plane knows what you've done.
Well, I usually fly first class, then I run all the way to the back going, come on, cheeks, stay together.
It smelled like that before I got in there, honestly.
Doing
And I'm doing that weird run.
the squeeze and release. Yeah.
Oh, my God, that was too much. Concerts. To quote Shakespeare, if music be the food of love, play on. Ooh, all right. Sporting events. All right. Here's a statement that no football widow will ever contest. Men love sports. Does your community have a local softball team you can join?
Do we?
No, I don't think so. No. We used to have soccer, but then COVID killed it.
COVID kills everything.
Yes. Or no, it was Frisbee. It was the Frisbee field, but COVID killed it. Dumb questions Alan has asked the police. Aren't you glad I didn't say Chuck?
These are probably true.
Yes, they are. These come from Brenda. Brenda supplied me those.
Thanks, honey.
I actually had a mom one time supply me a list of 20 accidents because I was joking on the radio how their kid, and it was Isaac, who used to do the country show, and I was joking, he was a high schooler at the time. He's all grown up now. But I was joking about how many accidents he'd been in because he seemed to always be hurting himself. And then his mom told me, I was going to give you a list, and then I decided that might be kind of mean. And then she gave it to me anyways. and there were things like pedaling your bicycle into a brick wall and stuff like that. It was pretty
Nice.
fun, yeah. Fun to tease him with. All right, let's see. Things Alan has asked the cops. Can I be arrested if you're not wearing your hat? Someone broke into my house and stole something. Is that burglary? My license plate is rusted. What do you mean I couldn't repaint it by hand?
I did a nice color change.
I thought that was like par for the course.
What do you mean it's not okay to urinate in public?
It's good enough for the cavemen.
If I put this penny in my mouth, will it invalidate the breathalyzer?
I remember that one from high school.
Only if you swallow it.
I can remember kids that swore they did it and passed.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
no, you
yeah.
didn't. No, you didn't. Oh, yeah.
I've never had a breathalyzer.
It worked.
And his last one was, hey, is it okay if I do selfies if I'm driving slow?
But wait, let me take a selfie.
Click.
Only on the side roads in Chihuahua.
Oh, man. Stupid kid jokes. All right. What did the sun bring to the eclipse party?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
A light snack. I was waiting for a guess or something. How does the man in the moon cut his hair?
How does the man in the moon cut his hair?
Eclipse it.
Oh,
these are
man.
Eclipse jokes. What did the sun say to the moon on the day of the eclipse?
See you later.
Looks like it's my night off. Said they were bad. What did the sun say when it reappeared after an eclipse? Pleased to meet you again. They'll get funnier if I keep doing them right. What kind of underwear should you wear during an eclipse? Not ones with lots of holes, Chuck. No guesses on that?
I have no guess.
How about fruit of the moon?
Fruit of the moon.
All right, I worked all night on these. You could laugh a little harder. How do you organize an eclipse party?
I don't know.
You just plan it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Plan it.
I think these are probably a lot funnier if you're actually reading them.
Oh yeah.
Right.
What's the famous painting of an eclipse?
It's not a starry night.
Ooh, that's good though. How about the Mona Lisa?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, sorry. Why didn't the son go to college?
I don't know.
He wasn't bright enough.
No, he's already got like 1 million degrees.
Oh, man.
Why did the teacher bring eclipse glasses to school? She had the brightest students.
Yeah.
in eclipse
I was going to
glasses.
say because your feature's so bright.
You got to wear your shades.
It's pretty
All
close.
right.
Pretty close.
That is the end of all dumb jokes until odd news.
Until the next time we speak.
Until the next dumb joke.
All right, let's see who's actually smart
You know,
today.
I'm constantly reading dad jokes and trying to beef up
don't
my
talk over the announcer.
Sorry.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered
I'm sorry.
immediately.
It's okay. I just couldn't do it. It's head to head with Chuck and Alan.
I just never remember any of the dad jokes. I try. And
Dad jokes or bad jokes?
Dad jokks. I
Dad
try.
jokes.
I get like my memes. I get a good inventory of them, and then they're just gone. When you need them, they're never there.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know what.
Oh man,
It's the only one that ever comes to my mind.
it's his go-to joke.
Yeah.
All right.
My go-to is what did the farmer say when he lost his tractor?
I don't know.
Where's my tractor?
Wow. I can't. My go-to dumb joke. Did you hear the one?
Hey, you're not going to make it through this, are you?
No, I'm not. Did you hear the one about the guy who lost his chewing gum in the chicken coop and thought he found it 5 times?
Oh.
Chew on that, boys.
Wow.
All right. How about some trivia? See who's smart today. All right.
We've lost Chuck.
He's still chewing gum.
He's in Giggletopia.
Was it the gum thing? Or is that
It
what you're still
was.
getting?
It was.
You're just picturing it, are you?
Yeah.
I was being gentle because I didn't want to target anybody, but it's actually a Polish joke.
I'm remembering last time I had chickens, and yeah.
It does look like gum. This gum tastes funny. Where'd you get it? All right. Every day around the world, humans consume about 2 billion what?
Spiders.
Every day we consume 2 billion.
Yes.
What do we consume 2 billion of?
I'm going to have to give it to Alan with his answer of spiders because they are an insect and we were looking for insects.
Insects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't they say eat like when you're sleeping?
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
eat-
probably intentionally.
You
Though.
eat bugs all the time when you're sleeping.
We're like Venus flytraps.
Is that in reference to accidentally
Done.
like eating them while you're sleeping, or like other cultures that actually eat bugs? as
Well, I guess
food?
it could be both. It says around the world, so
Okay.
in all situations.
Okay.
Wow. We eat 2 billion insects a day. When it's time to propose, only about 1 in 5 men will do what?
Get on their knee.
Yes. Alan, participate, okay? Because that was an easy one.
Did
yeah.
you get on your knees, Alan?
Yeah.
On your knee.
It just confused me.
Alan's probably the most recently married.
I don't think I did get on my knee.
I didn't.
I just put a sign on my boxers. Just
Yeah?
said, will you marry me?
Nice. I did, however, ask her mom and dad and all 3 of the kids if they would be cool with me marrying her.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's girls all around town going, oh.
That's the way I was raised. It's the right thing to do.
Now let me zoom in on Alan and okay, Alan, wink now into the camera.
Yeah, baby.
Look at you! Wow, he worked that hard. All right, you're gonna have to go watch that on the replay, Alan.
No, I mean, that's embarrassing. No.
Yeah, he's blushing too now. All right,
I'm blushing for him.
You are. You want me to zoom in on you too?
No, it's okay.
You know, I'm gonna do it, Chuck. No, all right. Now, that was not a wink. All right. I'm sorry I zoomed in on him.
I've got a sty in my eye.
Yeah.
It did kind of look like that. Average person buys about 12 inches of what each year?
About 12 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I accidentally saw this one. I'm not gonna answer it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's the only one I saw, but I saw it.
I'm still not going to.
And
Get
you're not
it.
going to answer it either?
You wouldn't get it because I don't think it's true. Because I go through this in a week, in a day.
Dental floss.
Yeah, 12 inches in a
Really?
year. That's bizarre.
Well, they're averaging it out with all the people that don't use floss. Like the
Oh,
British.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I go through that, on
That
a
would
Tuesday.
throw the numbers
The British
off for
won't
sure.
use it. Why will I put fishing line in my mouth?
Actually, I use those little picks, the ones that have the little 1 inch of floss on
Like
them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they get the little hoop with the floss.
I like those little
Those are fantastic.
bristly brush things that you
Yeah.
jam in between there.
I think the toothpick things you're talking about are gross. When you see them on the ground, you're like, ew. That was in somebody's mouth.
I'm a big flossing fan.
All right, good for you, Chuck. Smile. Look at that, nice teeth.
Yeah.
All right, one of these is a lie. The most common high school and college team nickname is the Devils. In many countries, cheese is used by photographers to coax a smile. In Japan, they say whiskey. Whiskey. Whiskey, really? In Saudi Arabia, the playing of on-hold music was banned a few years ago. All right, which one's the lie?
I'm hoping they're all true.
I'm going to say the Devils is the lie.
I'm gonna say the thing about banning the hold music.
Actually, Alan wins. The most common high school, college nickname. Any guesses?
Cougars.
No, it's not Cougars.
No?
No, but 10 points.
Wildcats?
Grizzlies,
Nope.
Bears,
Eagles.
Eagles. There you go.
Eagles. Huh.
Yep. We'll skip hole in the headline because I know you guys don't listen if you're not on the air.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Alan does. Alan might get it.
Sometimes.
Then. Sometimes. We're going to skip it anyways. Trivia, 46% of men claim they always do what? Almost half of men say they always do this. A very common thing for men to get picked on.
I don't know.
I have to remind myself there's no one in the house. I don't need to do this. There's no one else here.
Take a shower?
Almost 46% of men take a shower.
I don't know.
The second thing guys get in trouble for this all the time, especially like if you're in a house with a bunch of women.
Looking
Pass
in-
gas?
Chuck, we're not looking for personal problems. But that could probably be one of them because dads do get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Put the toilet seat down. I can't believe you guys wouldn't guess that.
Oh, okay.
That was my hint. I was like, why am I doing this? Why'd I do that? There's nobody here but me. All right.
I lived with my sister for a year after college, and she beat that out of me. So I don't even think about it. The toilet seat goes down
Every time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
What do the stock market symbols for Kellogg, Ford Motor Company, AT&T, and Visa have in common?
Do they all have dollar symbols?
I don't have stock in any of them.
No, they don't all have dollar symbols in their name.
They'll have a K.
Why would
No.
Visa have a K?
I don't know. It's just a random letter.
All right. They're all single letters.
Really?
Oh, okay.
So I guess you were kind of right with K. For
Not
at least
really.
Kellogg's.
I said they had AK.
Oh, just
in them.
pretend you're right. Chuck.
Okay. Yay. Hey, I did it.
All right. On your
winner.
way to the radio station today, you may have stopped and picked up a Zarf. What is it?
A Zarf?
Is it the sleeve that goes around the coffee cup?
It is, you crazy
Is it
idiot.
really?
Wow,
Yes. How
dude.
did you know that?
Wow.
I used to own a coffee shop.
Oh, so you knew it was called a Zarf.
Actually, I didn't, but
Oh.
I figured.
Wow.
It
You,
was
well,
lucky.
okay, you have strange powers of deduction then.
Wow.
All right. This one's a trick question. How much dirt is there in a hole that measures 2 feet by 3 feet by 4 feet?
None.
Well, you guys are smart. Yeah, look at that.
Not really, but I
guys are
play
like-
smart on TV.
That's right. So you guys are like dolphins. Exactly. I think they know everything.
dolphin that barks.
That was more like a chihuahua or something, yeah.
All right, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to have local birthdays, odd news. We'll make fun of history. And maybe some coronavirus jokes. Who knows?
History's funny.
History's funny, man. All right, so stand by. We will be back. The Three Amigos.
We'll do what we can when we can. At the moment, we're helpless. You might as well sit back and enjoy the ride.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah, Loon Lake, Clayton.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Chris Jones. The Taliban is urging people to leave the airport in Kabul after around 12 people were said to have died there since Sunday. NATO's officials say that those that have died as a result of gunshots or stampedes. Thousands of people are still trying to escape Afghanistan after the Taliban took control of the country following the departure of foreign troops. UK Defence Secretary Ben Wallace says the situation at the airport is complex.
The Taliban are letting our people through. They are getting to the processing centre. And our biggest challenge is they're letting everybody else through. So you see huge public order challenges for our soldiers, with babies being handed over and things like that. Our soldiers are trained to do public order. It's not a security problem, but it's very distressing.
The German Air Force says it will continue to evacuate as many people from Kabul as possible while it remains safe to do so. It comes as 2 plane loads of evacuees arrived in Germany overnight from the conflict zone. From Berlin, Trent Murray reports.
Some 500 passengers arrived at Frankfurt Airport early Thursday morning after being evacuated by the German military from Afghanistan. They were flown to Frankfurt aboard 2 government-chartered planes that were operated by Lufthansa and Uzbekistan Airways. The 2 planes had taken off from the Uzbek capital Tashkent, where the German Air Force has established an evacuation hub for military aircraft to transport passengers from neighbouring Afghanistan. The German government says it will continue to fly into Kabul to evacuate citizens and Afghan nationals for as long as possible.
The Congolese army says it has taken control of a rebel stronghold in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo after several days of fighting. The army spokesperson says all villages that were in the hands of a rebel coalition in South Kivu province are now under their control. Inter-ethnic clashes in the region have claimed thousands of lives over the past decade. And the UK's vaccine watchdog is set to make a decision on which groups might be advised to have a third COVID-19 vaccine jab. Laura Macon-Isherwood reports.
More than 60% of the UK population are now fully vaccinated, having received 2 COVID-19 jabs. But guidance will soon be issued on who might need a third. The Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation are meeting to decide who might be most vulnerable to becoming unwell without a booster top-up. But one member of the committee has said the priority is still getting more people through the current 2-dose system, as that is where the difference can really be made. The World Health Organization has already criticised the idea of rolling out third shot programmes, while citizens in some countries still have been unable to access their first one. Plans for a booster rollout in the UK have not yet been confirmed. Laura Macon-Isherwood, London.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks. Today, an extended excerpt of the impassioned speech yesterday by Afghan military veteran Tom Tugendhat, a lawmaker in the British Parliament who is a member of Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Conservative Party. He is furious with his Prime Minister and with the American President.
I was never prouder than when I was decorated by the 82nd Airborne after the capture of Musakala. To see their Commander-in-Chief call into question the courage of men I fought with, to claim that they ran. It's shameful. Those who have never fought for the colours they fly should be careful about criticising those who have. We've demonstrated that it's not armies that win wars. It's nations that make war. Nations endure. Nations mobilise and muster. Nations determine and have patience. And here we've demonstrated, sadly, that we, the West, the United Kingdom, does not.
Tom Tugendhat, one voice of many in the British Parliament, appalled that President Biden authorised the withdrawal of US forces from Afghanistan without, he says, adequate planning for what would come next. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap our top stories, the Taliban is urging people to leave the airport in Kabul after around 12 people were said to have died there since Sunday. The German Air Force says it will continue to evacuate as many people from Kabul as possible while it remains safe to do so. The Congolese army says it has taken control of a rebel stronghold in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the UK's Joint Committee on Vaccines and Immunisation will soon decide who's to receive a COVID-19 booster jab. That's the latest feature story news. Chris Jones reporting.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414.
Tell us we will die like dogs. What? Tell us we will die like dogs. You will die like dogs.
No, we will not die like dogs. We will fight like lions, because we are the Three Amigos!
So I'll have to say, I got to give a shout out to Adam, who works at SETI's.
Okay.
He came up to me yesterday and complimented us on the show and said he's a regular
He loves
listener.
the Amigos?
He loves the Three Amigos, and I was flattered. I think my face turned red and everything. Yeah,
Oh.
It was great. I didn't think anybody actually cared.
That's two.
Yeah.
All right. And we were talking during the break. We had one person on Facebook. So that's two.
That's two.
That's two. What's nice, though, is I love the Facebook feeds because you go back in a week and you'll see like 200 people have watched it. And you're like, really? That's like, what, a 20th of Chewelah?
Right? That's crazy.
Woo.
Nice.
Woo. We're reaching the masses.
We've got that large market share.
Yeah. Well, you know what's really cool about some of these different platforms, too, and I'll do a shout out there because there's some probably tuned in there that we can't see, is streaming through Twitch. Since I opened the account a couple months ago, I bet you we've probably got about 40 listeners from across the country that have liked us and grabbed the feed, too, in the morning. So,
wow.
Thank you, listeners from outside of our area on Twitch. That's really cool. All right, let's do those local birthdays. Who grabbed the calendar? Mr. Alan Malone.
I gave it to him.
All right,
Yeah,
nice.
I forced it on him.
Thank you, Chuck.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So all we have today is an anniversary, and it's David and Christy Park.
All right, all the applause just for them. All right, celebrity birthdays, Chuck Ritchie.
Okay.
You're still good at these.
I try. Jill St. John is 81.
Who?
No idea who that is.
She is an actor from the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
even a few 70s movie.
Wasn't she in Dallas?
I believe she was. That's a good guess
I
there.
think she was in Dallas.
Well, outstanding then. Happy
right.
birthday.
All right.
Former President Bill Clinton is 75 years old.
All right.
So just now getting up to Trump's age. Actor Gerald Mulroney is 74. Wasn't he Major Dad? Wasn't that the show he did? Something like that.
Simon and Simon.
Okay.
So he was like the older brother in Simon and Simon.
Okay.
I love that show because both those guys were short like me. They're like 5'4", and I think I mentioned it before. I was reading about it because I liked the show when I was younger, and they would have to find actors that were short for the fight scenes.
Now, was that the one where they drove the orange Chevy C10 with the wood bumper on the front?
Oh, I don't. They were two detectives.
that was
and they were
Sanford
brothers.
and Son.
That was Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son.
Different show. All right.
Jim Carter from Downton Abbey is 73.
Okay.
Jonathan Frakes, who played the worst character ever in Star Trek history.
Trek.
Do you agree?
No.
Riker?
No.
Riker was the most...
worst actor in Star Trek is Voyager, Captain Janeway.
Oh, no, she's fantastic.
No, I mean, I had like a group of buddies. We were Star Trek geeks.
She's
when
one of my
Voyager
favorites.
was out, and there was a season where they did a cliffhanger where she died, and as soon as the show ended, we're like, God, I hope it's real and they don't bring her back.
Oh,
No.
I think
man.
my least favorite series was Scott Bakula, and I love Scott Bakula, but I just never could get into.
And that's one of my
Enterprise.
favorites.
Really,
Yeah.
I never can. Maybe I just haven't watched it enough. But
I think I saw
love,
like 2 episodes of that one.
I like I think for my money, the best Star Trek yet is Discovery, the new one.
Well, maybe you didn't give it enough time because their
Maybe.
first year on Enterprise was really rough. But and so was their last one. But the ones in the middle, 2, 3, I'd almost call those episodes movie quality.
Really?
Set on the edge of your seat, be mad until next week, kind of stuff.
Oh, maybe I have to check it out. Maybe give it another shot.
Give it another
I
shot.
know in high school it was like every day, it was Star Trek Enterprise and Quantum Leap. So
Alright.
Scott Bakula, I love Scott.
I always thought Janeway was like having your angry mom over your shoulder the
Exactly.
entire show.
That's what makes her
hated that.
amazing.
I hated that. And I hate to say this, but Jonathan Frakes, it was more, I think, the way he walked.
Yeah, he was so arrogant, and he just
Could you promptly remove this stick out of your butt?
not a fan of Riker.
But you know what? He is a good director. He's directed some good stuff.
He is.
No, he's a good guy. He just his act. I felt sorry for that 5 years the show was on the air for Patrick Stewart, because here you have this classically trained Shakespearean actor that has to act with Jonathan Frakes, who's
Right, one of the greatest actors of all time.
Yeah, it has to act against a guy fresh out of high school.
Right.
Man, did he skate into that role, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. All right.
Shut up, Wesley.
I do love Will Wheaton.
You gotta say it
friend
right.
of mine.
Say it right.
Will Wheaton?
Yes. Does he? You know? Okay, so you talk with him on Twitter or
No,
whatever it
I
was.
don't really.
So why doesn't he listen to our show, Will?
Right. I think once he liked a comment that I made, so you know we're close now.
Well, go
That's
back.
how you roll.
Yeah. Go back to that comment, make a reply, and say, Will.
I read all of his posts, so you know we're close.
Nice.
Peter Gallagher, 66.
He's an actor, but I can't picture him. I remember
He's
the
got
name.
big eyebrows, I believe.
Ooh, I like big
Yeah,
eyebrows.
Not to be confused with the comedian Gallagher.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
no relation. No.
John Stamos is 58.
And he's only famous for marrying that the hot girl that played Mystique.
He is, yeah, Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in I think he was in a pretty popular show back in
Don't
the 90s.
say the name of the
I'm not
show,
gonna say
though,
the name.
because, wow. Has anybody ever watched an episode of that show that's in
It's
this room?
so bad.
So you've watched an episode?
Oh, when I was a kid, I watched it religiously.
No.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Right? This is what you did.
If all
It
those
came on.
people lived in my house, I'd move.
Right?
Okay.
Big time.
No,
Yeah.
totally like one of the worst TV shows ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they redid it and brought it back to Netflix. Shame on you.
Why?
Yeah, that one made no sense
No,
to me. Why would you bring that back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you were going to do
It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
All right. Unless you were going to be bring Bob Saget back and let him do his dirty comedian talk on the show, that might be entertaining enough to watch.
The first time I saw his stand-up special, I was in shock.
I was floored. It's like America's #1 dad, and he's got a filthy mouth.
It's like a big departure, isn't it?
It's really hard to offend Scott, but he did it.
I thought it was kind of annoying. It almost felt like he was doing it to get away from.
Yeah.
From
Look, I'm not.
being Danny
I'm not.
Tanner.
I'm not this. I'm not America's all dad.
It felt
Yeah.
forced. I never really liked this.
No,
comedy.
it did. It was by the end. I was like, scumbag.
Like he just dropped f-bombs just for the sake of not being Danny Tanner.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Anyway, Keir Sedgwick, 56.
Okay.
Kevin Dillon is also 56.
Uh-huh.
Former MTV reporter Tabitha Thorne is 54. Matthew Perry from Friends is 52. And Melissa Fumero from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is 39. But I want to steal the next one from the next line down because we were talking about it.
Okay.
Today would have been Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek. It would have been his 100th birthday today.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Born in 1921.
1921. All right. So
if you back up to Kevin Dillon, how many Dillon brothers are there? Because they all look the same.
It's like 70.
Okay.
70. Yeah, it's a very large family.
All right. On to the rest of history, since he stole your thunder, Alan.
Right.
Just the first one.
1921, Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry was born. In 1976, President Gerald R. Ford won the Republican presidential nomination at the party's national convention in Kansas City. In 1996, Miss Universe Joseph Alicia Mercado Fajardo of Venezuela was told to lose 27 pounds or lose her crown.
They did the same to me.
Wow.
In 2004, internet search engine Google went public. In
Sweet.
2005, Jim Peterson and his deckhand were tuna fishing off the Oregon coast when the transmission seized up on their 38-foot, 60-year-old wooden trawler.
Oops.
Peterson was able to get the boat running again, but only in reverse. Now sit right back and I'll tell you a tale. The pair could have radioed the Coast Guard for a tow, but decided instead to head for port. Backwards. Yeah. With their top speed of 7 knots cut in half, the wrong way duo, sleeping off and on, made the trip back to land in 39 hours.
Wow.
That's a long trip.
You know, you can turn that boat around, right?
In 2006, a team of Australian scientists launched a multi-million-dollar project to fight global warming through a reduction in bovine flatulence.
Yes.
The goal was to breed cows that produce more milk with less methane excretion.
I'd like the light methane milk, please.
Right.
So I've shared it a few times on the radio. They've come up with a thing now to stop the cow flatulence, and it's mixing seaweed in with their diet. Makes them stop passing gas.
Really?
Yeah.
What if that would work for me?
That's what I'm thinking. In fact, you should be getting an Amazon package tomorrow.
Honey, Scott prepared. Sweet.
You shouldn't have opened the door, Chuck.
honey, I'm going to make an order on Amazon.
That's why I take garlic.
More seaweed, please.
That just means I need to eat more sushi rolls.
That's right.
In 2008, Reno, Nevada, fire investigators found an unusual cause of a blaze that damaged a home: spider killing. Officials say a teenager was using fire to try to kill spiders when he accidentally set a fence on fire that then also burnt part of his home. The fire burned through a wall and damaged a kitchen ceiling before firefighters put it out.
I mean, okay.
All right.
Like he was wrong?
Right.
Side note, he did not catch the spider.
In 2020, Apple became the first U.S. company to be valued at $2 trillion, just 2 years after it reached $1 trillion valuation.
Wow. I wish my money would double up like that.
Right.
Special events, Chuck.
Okay. It is Aviation Day.
Wrong way, Feldman.
Right. That's right. Put your boats in backwards, kids.
I know what we're doing this weekend on the Columbia. You got the boat, right?
I do.
All right.
Speaking of International Orangutan Day.
Okay.
World Photo Day. Soft serve ice cream day.
I can
get fully support that.
Oh man.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna change everyone's life that is listening
right now. Okay, you should almost have like special music for that.
Right, I should.
You really? Let's see. Hold on.
Lucky Charms.
He's gonna affect the lives of 6
cream.
people.
It doesn't sound like much, but try it. It is life changing. It is
What
the
is?
most Lucky Charms on ice cream. It's the most amazing dessert ever. It completely changes both. Like, it doesn't taste like ice cream or Lucky Charms. It is like elevated from the heavens. It is like the most amazing thing. Trust me. Trust me.
Trust you.
And you can have it after
Yes.
Hot and Spicy Food Day.
Ooh. All right.
Yep.
Kind of chill things out, right?
And Potato Day.
Yay for Idaho.
I actually have a tray of potatoes ready to go in the oven for when I get out of here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice. I had my daughter tell me one time I did like the golden russets, and I chopped them all up and I just put them on like a pan over the fire and cooked them up with some butter and stuff and all the ashes blown in there. And my youngest was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 at the time. She looks up and she goes, "Don't tell Mom, but these are the best potatoes ever." And I said, "Don't worry, honey, it's the ashes."
My children do not like potatoes. They won't eat any kind of potato.
Have you had them evaluated?
Right? Like, I don't even
Not even like a
understand
French fry?
Yeah, they'll sometimes eat French fries, but they never even like they'll get an order of French fries and they'll eat like half of them.
Oh.
Like, I would like potatoes. What kid doesn't like potatoes?
It's like the best thing ever.
It is.
They're magical.
My sister, I'm not even joking, we called her the potato queen growing up.
You
Because
can have
that girl would eat some potatoes.
You can have a baked potato or French fried potato or mashed potatoes or vodka.
Right? Right. It covers all the bases.
It's the everything food. Oh, and in Ireland, they lived on them forever, and then they had the potato firemen, and wow.
Well, that's not true. Actually, they will eat cheesy scallop potatoes.
Yeah?
But only if they're like
Because of the cheese.
drowning in
Oh,
cheese.
yeah, those are good too. Yeah.
That's my coffee.
I like to have a nice cheese crust on top. Nice
Yeah.
brown crust. Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
It's making me hungry.
Number of the day.
That would be 30.
Okay.
That is the age of the world's oldest dog, an Australian cattle dog named Bluey.
He's blue for a reason.
He's blue for a reason. It's a whole lack of oxygen thing.
When they reached out to Bluey for an interview, he said,
"Please kill me."
End it now.
Poor dog. Wow.
Changes
they
the
won't
name.
let me die.
Wow, 30-year-old dog.
I have a
That's
dog
crazy.
that's going to be like that. He's gonna be one of those 20-year-old dogs that just lays there doing nothing, begging to die, and just won't.
Just lays around smelling up the place.
Yeah, yeah. He already smells up the place. But
Isn't the old man in The Simpsons? Isn't his dog like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The one where the hindquarters
Yeah,
don't work.
yeah.
He drags himself everywhere.
Yep.
It's the kind of dog I want.
That there's my paper boy.
Oh, who said that?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that voice.
It's probably the only voice I can do.
Hey, Kyle. You want a popsicle?
Oh, wow. That's from Family Guy, isn't it? You said Simpsons.
No, that's from Simpsons.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's the old guy from The Simpsons.
No, that's
That's
Isn't that
Family
The
Guy.
Simpsons? Is that Family
That's
Guy?
Family
It's
Guy.
Family Guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
The Simpsons doesn't go to that level of creepy.
Yeah.
That's my paper boy.
Wow. That's great, man. I've never heard anyone be able to do that voice before. I've met people that sounded like that, but never anybody could imitate it.
I actually met a guy once that sounded exactly like that.
Really?
It was the creepiest thing I've ever heard. Like, stay away from me.
It's always a problem if you whistle after every word.
Right?
All right. I am blushing now, and the water's coming out of my eyes. All right. We're ready for Halloween, says the Home Depot. All right. Will we be able to take off masks by Halloween, or can we just keep them on and be part of our costume?
You should consult the Magic 8 Ball.
Ooh. Home Depot quickly sold out of an early release of Halloween products, offering a signal that Americans will be eager to decorate their home this fall and winter. Home Depot recently offered shoppers a sneak peek at its Halloween products online and sold through everything immediately.
Wow.
Well, almost. Its full assortment will go on sale in the coming weeks, consistent with its typical schedule. Last year, Home Depot had its most successful Halloween event ever, and you wouldn't think a hardware store would be like just gearing up like that for Halloween. Kind of different.
There's every year there's like these 12-foot tall skeletons that always sell out really early.
Oh.
And it's already too late this year to get them.
Really?
But I wanted to get one this year. I just couldn't.
They have those, when they do that big Halloween store on Division.
Yeah.
Spirit or
Yeah.
whatever, and you go in there and they'll have some of those giant things for your yard. $300-400.
That's crazy.
I saw
an animated stand-up.
I saw it was a Christmas decoration, not Halloween, but it was like this giant, like 9-foot tall AT-AT from Star Wars. You know,
that would be kinda cool.
the big 4-foot walking
Four-legged
creatures.
thing. Yeah.
That was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh.
Yeah, it had antlers and a big red nose, and it was an AT-AT. And I
Wow.
want one so bad.
Let's
Putting together a GoFundMe.
to help Chuck get his
Yeah.
AT-AT. Last year, Home Depot had its most successful Halloween event ever with stock of a 12-foot skeleton selling out before October.
Mhm.
That's what you're talking about.
Yep.
Americans splurged on holiday decor at both Halloween and Christmas as they look for ways to entertain themselves at home during the pandemic, which we're probably going to be able to do again this year. All right. Who's up? Chuck, how about a news story from you?
Okay.
All right.
Where we going? News and Nuggets?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't realize.
We had a discussion after you left last week about Alan controlling the mouse. And,
But he doesn't want to. I'm there, dude. It's right in front of me.
Okay. Chuck, you're blushing again.
I was just making
Look
sure.
at him blush.
I was making sure you were paying attention, Scott.
And when you really blush like you are right now, the top of your head turns red too. so cute. You're
Rudolph.
so cute.
So-
Speaking of Rudolph,
So a study found.
Santa called. Actually, for you, it's not Santa, it's Krampus.
All the naughty children, get in my bag. A study found that work might not be all that you're taking home with you at the end of the day. Research found that people who are regularly stressed out by the office jerk are more likely to take the stress home with them and pass it to whoever is unfortunate enough to be cohabitating with them. Yeah, the study surveyed 190 full-time employees as well as their working partners, and basically found that stress, much like an out-of-control virus, spreads around endlessly infecting people. I guess that makes sense. That tracks.
The office jerk, there's always one. I was just gonna say, who is it in this room? And I knew you'd point at me. Hey, you know,
the littlest bully.
I have achieved my goals, being the littlest bully.
It's like one of those golden books that you read when you were a kid.
The littlest bully.
Picture it, Scott.
That was one I remember reading my daughter, the littlest giant. And the other giants would make fun of him, and they'd say, "Why, you're no bigger than a house." I love reading that book to her. I get all animated. All right, Alan Dav, you picked out a story for us.
A Southern Carolina lottery player won 2 big Mega Millions prizes from tickets bought at the same store in 2 weeks.
I hate this person.
The anonymous winner won $40,000, and then 11 days later, $3 million.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Chuck was just saying he wants more money.
That's my retirement plan, though.
Oh, well, that's mine, too. I'm a DJ. It's all DJs have a retirement plan. It's called the lottery. Most of them doesn't work out. Giant rubber duck is Maine's mystery. Sudden appearance of a giant rubber duck in the Maine harbor is a curious whodunit that's defied sleuths so far. Oh, that's cool. The yellow waterfall emblazoned with the word joy appeared in Belfast Harbor over the weekend, and it's a mystery who put it there. Harbor Master Catherine Given told the Daily News that the 25-foot-tall duck doesn't pose a navigational hazard, so there's no rush to shoo it away.
I would love to be the person that did that. To
That-
just sit
that
back
would be
and
awesome.
watch all the stories.
It was probably Banksy.
Right? Duxie.
Well, if we have a giant rubber duck show up in the park, I know who to talk to. Chuck.
Wow.
All right. And you're
Wasn't
up.
me. If during the lockdown you practiced balancing rolls of toilet paper on your head and thought the dozen or so you kept up there was some sort of record,
Yeah?
I'm sorry to say you're wrong.
Oh.
David Rush has picked up the official Guinness Book of World Records for balancing 101 rolls of toilet paper on his head.
Huh.
And there's a video.
No thanks.
No, it's toilet paper on someone's head.
Okay.
Rush has a YouTube channel where he tries to set a new record every week.
Oh.
Good for Rush.
There's a record I never
Now we know, though.
cared about.
Right.
Now we know exactly where all that toilet paper went during the pandemic.
We've
It's on
got a
people's
shortage.
Heads.
I used to go out in the yard when I was a kid and imagine I was breaking the world record for the most times you could bounce a tennis ball on a racket without dropping it.
Aww.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Of course, man.
Of course. Every time.
There were times I got good. I would stand there for hours never dropping that thing.
Did you have one of those paddle balls as a kid with the ball on the rubber band attached to the paddle?
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody had one of those.
Yeah. You ever lose an eye with that? Or thump yourself in the eye with that really good one? Oh, that was a hard rubber ball, man.
Those clacky balls that they're on like the V and they go up and down.
Oh,
clack,
those
clack,
things
clack, clack,
were
clack, 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 clack.
wonderful.
And but if you got a knuckle caught in those things, man,
Yeah.
it was toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought lawn darts were especially dangerous, especially when I took them to Dad's grinding wheel.
Made him nice and sharp.
Made 'em nice, a little
See,
more pointy.
kids now wouldn't get that
No.
because I mean back then they were actual darts with a
They've
with
changed.
a pointy tip.
We
now
have a
they're
set of
just
lawn
big
darts.
round bulbous
Yeah, they're like a
thing,
heavy
on
ball.
So which tells you a lot of people got hurt with lawn darts.
Right. Well, I mean, it was probably made by Whammo. So you put 2 and 2 together. They made the frisbee too.
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
And-
we were playing at my uncle's house, and one of the cousins got caught one in the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made log too. What rolls downstairs alone or in pairs and over your neighbor's dog?
It's log,
What's good as a
it's
snack?
log.
It fits on your back. It's log, log, log.
It's better than bad. It's good.
Log. From Blammo.
Blammo.
What does it say? It rolls downstairs alone or impairs and over your neighbor's dog. It's good as a snack. It fits on your back. It's log, log, log. It's log, it's log. It's better and bad. It's good. It's log, it's log. You don't know the last
big,
line.
It's brown. It's wood.
I don't remember the last line either. I was hoping you could fill it in.
I think it's big. It's brown. It's wood.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. It's big as brown. It's wood. Law from Blammo.
That was from Ren and Stimpy, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
And that awesome commercial they had for powdered toast. They put it on everything. All right, let's skip the one on about the person who died.
Which one is that?
Okay. Well, I get. Do you want to do the one about cheating? Is that something we want to talk about?
We could do that.
Okay.
I don't
Let's
think
talk about cheating.
That's too hard.
Raise your hand if you cheated.
According to a survey out of Germany, more than a third of men and women would rather go on believing a spouse is faithful than find out they're cheating. 1,000 men and women we polled, and 88% believe fidelity is an important part of a relationship. However, if a partner strays, 37% of women and 34% of men would rather be kept in the dark.
Really?
Interesting.
Don't tell me things I don't want to know. Let's see. Unruly passengers may have been duct taped to seats on other carriers, but United Airlines officials want to make clear that they do not endorse the practice of duct taping their passengers. In an internal employee memo, a senior vice president of in-flight services wrote, "Please remember that there are designated items on board that may be used in difficult situations, and alternative measures such as tape should never be used." The memo comes amid a spike in dangerous behavior involving unruly passengers, including recent incidents where passengers were restrained using duct tape. Did you see the picture of him online?
Yeah.
Oh.
He did not look like a happy boy.
If you have not seen the interview of the flight attendant that did that, duct taped the guy in the chair, the greatest interview of all time.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
It is absolutely hilarious. I want to be friends with that guy. He is amazing.
The guy that got duct taped, or the guy that did it to him?
The flight attendant that did the duct taping.
And he was a big dude too, wasn't he?
The interview was, I can't even pretend to. It was just, you got to check it out.
Is it colorful?
Oh, it is so funny.
Is it clean?
It's clean.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's totally clean, but it is so funny.
All right. Earlier
That's
this
kind of clean. There's a little part of the mind.
Okay.
No bad words.
Earlier this month, passengers on a Frontier flight from Philadelphia to Miami duct taped a man to a seat after he groped two flight attendants and got into a fight with another. In July, a woman aboard American Airlines flight from Dallas-Fort Worth to Charlotte was duct taped to her seat by flight attendants after she tried to open the plane door mid-flight.
Wow.
Yeah, just wanted some fresh air, apparently.
At 30,000 feet.
In a typical year, the Federal Aviation Administration sees 100 to 150 formal cases of bad passenger behavior. What happens when you put people in a metal cylinder that shouldn't fly, that drives them crazy?
I think you just answered that question.
From the start of this year to May, that number has jumped to 2,500. From 150 to 2,500. It's got to be COVID. Including about 1,900 passengers who refused to comply with federal mask mandates.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's COVID.
Yeah.
Wow, from 150 to 2,500. That's kind of scary.
No.
All right, headed toward the end of the show. Before we do odd news, I remember last week, Chuck, you talked about and kind of an event you were putting together for your creator studio. Do you want to refresh that, or?
We were gonna do a grand opening, but we've sort of postponed that with this whole
the
COVID
new mask
spike
mandate?
and everything. But we're still doing a Krispy Kreme fundraiser. After the show here, I have to order the donuts, and then on Saturday morning, I'm going to go pick them up and deliver the pre-orders that we've had, and we'll be at the workshop for the first part of the day, selling new boxes of donuts, and then at the park.
And when do you start selling them?
Whenever I get back from Spokane with the donuts.
Okay.
It'll be 48 hours from the time I get them ordered.
Okay.
Which is hopefully right after the show.
Okay.
So it'll be Saturday morning, early afternoon.
Oh, great!
Yeah,
Donuts for the weekend.
Yeah. We'll
I thought 48 hours was going to be the drive time.
No.
It's like you're going really slow, dude.
You have to give them 48 hours to make the donuts.
And I noticed you got a cool new sign.
We did. Yeah, we got a new sign and
looks really sharp.
We got a whole bunch of new Lego and a new little Lego station that we're putting together.
All right.
New little building station with a couple of different couple different seats for people to make some nice builds. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All
exciting.
right. And that's on 3rd Street.
3rd Street East.
Yeah, 3rd Street
East. Right now, if you need to use the space, you can call us or go to the website and make an appointment.
Okay.
And just let us know when you need to use the space, and we'll come and open it up for you.
All right, our new creator space. What a tough thing, because you guys just getting your feet off the ground, and here came COVID. And, and you're
we were
still
open
hanging
for 3 months before COVID hit.
And then you think you're going to open, then here comes mask mandates again, and
We had a fundraiser plan. We had somewhere out there, somebody got like 80 pounds of pork. We were doing a barbecue fundraiser, and we were going to do pulled pork sandwiches. And someone had donated. I don't know who it was or where it came. Someone else was organizing it for us.
Uh-oh.
And somewhere out there, I just heard that there was 80 pounds of pork that was coming to us. And someone got it. I hope.
It's sitting right here.
I hope it didn't go to waste.
All right. Anything else happening we should know about? I know one. I got this the other day. Stuck to the door. Faith Community Church hosting a church service at the Chihuahua City Park. This is Sunday, August 29th at 10:30. If the weather is not nice, the service will be at the church, which is located at 313 West Colville, the corner of Colville and North 4th Street West. If you have any questions about the service, you can call Pastor Scott at 936-2732. Don't forget, if you're a business owner, that you've got the annual auction coming up in September to support the chamber. And they'd like all of us businesses to make some donations to help them raise some funds so you can support your chamber that way. Will you hand me that sheet so I can have the correct day of the dinner? Let's see, $30 per ticket for the annual auction and dinner to support your Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce. It's happening October 2nd, 2021. Doors open at 4:30 at the Chihuahua Civic Center. And I believe it's prime rib or chicken this year. Buy your tickets in advance at Acres United Drug Valley Drug, the chamber office, or at chihuahua.org. Featured artist this year is going to be Tracy Manley, and of course auction Steve Mitzer. He is a funny guy. He played in sports against Chihuahua in his youth, knows a lot of the locals, and likes to make fun of them. So, he does. He makes fun of everybody. It's pretty awesome. That's where I got it from. All right. I think that's all we have. Oh, by the way, you guys should know this too, just so you can share it with your friends. We've got the music festival happening in the park, scheduled for October 16th and 17th. Radio station signed up for a sponsor for that, and it looks like it's going to be a good time. A lot of rock bands, a couple country bands coming to Chihuahua for a music-filled weekend. That'll be awesome.
Nice.
And outdoors, and it'll be cool, and it might even rain, but I think that'd be kind of fun.
But will it be cool?
It will be cool.
Nice.
It will be cool. All right, I know. Oh, and the other announcement we had after Tuesday's show, Sharon and Joe pinned me down and made me decide to do Chihuahua's Got Talent 6, which will come in March this coming year in 2022. So it's a ways off, but it gives you time to think about your act or even practice, because there's always a big cash prizes on this. And the funny thing about it, it'll happen on March 5th, and that is our 10-year anniversary at KCHW. 10 years.
I will be singing Buttermilk Biscuits by the legendary Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yep, he likes his buttermilk biscuits. Exactly where do you keep those?
In a can.
I know what your biscuits are missing.
Slap some bacon on a
There we
biscuit and
go.
let's go. We're burning daylight.
I was thinking gravy.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, it's time for your odd news. We always start off with the news attack. First part true, second part bad joke. And Chuck Ritchie gets to give the first bad joke.
United Airlines reminded its employees not to duct tape unruly passengers and instead use the onboard designated items. How exciting would it be if that designated item was a parachute?
Oh, that'd be great.
If they legitimately keep the designated items in a cabinet that's clearly marked somewhere. I've never seen
designated unruly passenger
items.
Yeah, it just says one word on it. It says restraints.
Restraints.
And that'd be awesome if you have like a pressurized floor like thing that could open up and you could just hand them the parachute and say, "You're off the plane." Shoot them out like a bank cylinder.
Bye-bye. Thank you for playing.
Goodbye.
Alan Milani.
Again, United Airlines reminded its employees not to duct tape unruly passengers.
Haven't heard this.
And instead use the onboard designated items. That would be what? Zip ties in red, white, and blue?
Well, for American Airlines, maybe. All right, can we do it a third time? I think so. United Airlines reminded its employees not to duct tape unruly passengers and instead use onboard designated items, in case you hadn't heard. Yeah. Duct tape bad, Gorilla Glue good. You're never getting out of your chair again.
Again, watch the interview.
Ever.
All right, full circle back to Chuck Ritchie.
Okay. According to a survey, 1 in 4 couples said their sex lives are ruined by snoring. Wow. That makes sense.
Never stopped me.
This is just a guess. I'm just spitballing here.
Wow. Wow.
But maybe it would help if they wait until the partner wakes up.
Wow.
Just an idea.
Wow.
Save us. Alan?
A Houston guy driving. I was going to let that one stew for a little bit.
I think it should.
I've never seen that color crimson before, Scott.
Just let it stew in its own juices.
A Houston guy driving a muscle car at 200 miles an hour got caught when he ran out of gas. The muscle in his brain kept telling him the E stood for excellent driving.
Muscle in his brain?
I'm an excellent driver.
All right. There could be a
Fat
turkey
brain.
shortage this Thanksgiving. Probably won't affect your Thanksgiving dinner, but you won't be able to make turkey pancakes the next morning.
What the heck is a turkey pancake?
It's like chicken and waffles.
Okay.
It's turkey and pancakes.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Down to try it anyways, right?
Neither one of them makes sense to me.
Oh, chicken and waffles is the greatest thing ever.
I've never had it.
Oh, the way the breaded chicken absorbs the syrup. Oh, it's heaven. That's where you're gonna go after you eat it.
At least that's where you're hoping you go.
Right. Probably not. Not where
Was it the chicken waffle that made me go down? All right, sorry.
No, it was all the other stuff.
It was all the other stuff.
The Taliban now controls Afghanistan, but they don't have access to the country's $9 billion in cash reserves.
Huh.
Even worse, Dunkin' Donuts will now not release the pumpkin spice latte there.
Oh, they're going to hold it back? It's not even funny.
They must be so disappointed.
That's a terrible joke. We should skip that one.
Yeah, we should have. That's what reading ahead does for you.
Right? I didn't even read the next word until I'm there.
I'm still dumbfounded. Me and Al were talking about this yesterday, that our military there was for 20 years, and they never thought to disarm the Taliban. What?
Right.
How does this happen? What planet are we on? I have come to the conclusion since after the election, January 6th and everything, is that our government does not really have a clue. They just pretend. But we just caught them with their pants down several times. They gave away our medicine. It's not a good thing.
I think it's not ha-ha funny, but sideways look funny that the government could negotiate with the Taliban and be like, oh, it's okay. They said they're not going to. What?
Go ahead, go to the airport.
Yeah, this is the Taliban. There's no. They're going to lie to you.
I don't think they understand terrorism.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're these people aren't going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, if you're nice to us, we'll leave your country. Okay.
They couldn't even think to lock the doors to the Capitol.
Right.
Maybe if we lock the doors, they can't get in. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So the Pope is urging people to get vaccinated. Ford, Tyson Foods, Facebook. Now add heaven to the list of places you can't be without a vaccination. True story.
You don't have the shot, you're not getting in. Home Depot has seen a dip in sales as people go back to work and school and do fewer home improvements. I bought a lot of tools I'll never use again except for carving and serving the Thanksgiving meal.
That would be turkey.
Turkey. And this year, turkey pancakes.
I've got this little 9-inch battery-operated chainsaw. That would be perfect.
What do you cut with a? And what do you cut with a 9-inch battery-operated chainsaw?
It's turkey. It's on a pole. It's on a 12-foot pole.
Oh, okay, so it's a pole saw. So that makes much more sense. So you should just take it off the end of the pole and run around at Halloween.
But you can take it off the pole too,
because you know how frightening a 9-inch chainsaw would be.
But it's electric, so it doesn't even make that noise. It just goes.
So basically,
all you do is got to just stand outside of his range with the electrical cord.
Hold them back with your hand. Sorry, Chuck. Yeah. All right. I'm sure that saw's awesome.
I won't be chasing the kids around with it.
Just doesn't seem threatening. 9-inch
It's not on
chainsaw.
Halloween.
All right. On to Wacky But True. And Chuck, you're up.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. I did it again.
This is like, remember what we said? We're gonna take the mouse away.
I know,
from
right?
it.
What would you do with one of the fastest production cars ever made?
Go fast.
Well, Muhammad Ahmed Abu Shaliba thought the Dodge Challenger Hellcat could outrun the cops. Not only was right about the police cars not be able to keep up, thanks to the Hellcat's top speed of 200 miles an hour, the helicopters couldn't even keep up.
No, how fast does a chopper go?
Wow. Well, I would have thought they went faster than 200.
Right? Huh. The chase in the Houston area began after police identified the car as stolen. Traffic was fairly heavy at the time, but the Hellcat seemed to have no problems at all, cutting through and finding enough open road to make it out of the bird's eye view. However, just as it seemed the Hellcat was gone, it was spotted on the side of the road where it apparently ran out of gas. The driver, however, was nowhere to be found, but he was soon spotted hiding in a wooded area in the middle of a cow pasture. I thought that was going to be so much funnier because the corner of my eye, I thought it said he was riding a cow in the pasture, which would have been 100 times funnier.
You know what's in that pasture though?
Methane.
Methane.
And here's a note for him.
Cow food.
Suck gas, evildoers.
All right, Alan.
A government official in Japan says he was out drinking and ended up trespassing. Police say he had climbed over an 8-foot fence and into the grounds of a prison. He was arrested. He told police he intended to go home and didn't notice he was at a prison.
So what's his house look like?
A prison.
And how many guys are living there?
Wow.
You should have noticed you had a bunch of people for the stay over. It's the same.
I've never been that drunk.
Me either.
It's the same thing as me whenever I see a jail.
I look at you and I'm home.
Maybe not.
You've been to jail? Anyone ever been in jail?
No.
Even overnight vacation?
Never.
Nothing?
Never.
Oh, okay.
I've been in the back of a cop car because the sheriff was in the alley one time, one of the deputies, and I said, I've never been in a cop car, and he's like, yeah, sure. And I said, really? And so he let me get in the back, and then he shut the door. You know, those Dodge, like the Dodge sheriff trucks or whatever. Never want to be in the back of one of those. You want to talk about, I mean, Dodge makes the smallest back seat ever already.
Yeah.
And wow, talk about claustrophobic. I never want to be arrested.
You know, my dad is a retired police chief, so when I was little, I got to ride, like, anytime there was a parade, I got to, like, ride in the back of when the police cars throwing candy at people. So that was fun.
And bullets.
Yeah. Here you go, kids.
All
Have
right.
some ammo.
I made that part up.
Yeah.
All right, just when you think there is no hope for the American justice system, the good old state of Texas reminds you that if the town drunk gets smashed at a bar, picks a fight, and winds up getting his rear kicked, it's definitely not his fault. According to Newsweek, Daniel Rawls was awarded $5.5 million in a lawsuit against La Fogata Mexican Grill in Andrews, Texas, after he claimed they overserved him. Rawls, who had previously been arrested twice for public intoxication, seems like a pattern, claimed the bar's negligence caused him injury when they overserved him, which caused his drunk self to get into a fight and lose. Apparently, he lost it pretty bad. He claimed that he suffered a serious and debilitating head injury. I think he might have had it beforehand. As a result of this parking lot incident, court ruled in his favor. Rawls in a default judgment after the restaurant owner failed to respond or show up to the hearing. Bar has 30 days to appeal the $5.5 million decision. I think if I owned that bar, I would just shut down.
Ouch.
Yep. How do you win that? Wow. And it kind of went down like this.
You drunk?
No. But this ought to do it.
How could you look at his history in that he'd been arrested twice already for public intoxication and rule in his favor? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
All right. I think it's back to you, Chuck.
A Chinese woman appeared in court accused of transporting panties and long johns soaked in heroin.
Huh.
Wow. The woman claims that tainted underwear.
This should have been for Alan. He's the underwear guy.
Tainted underwear?
Tainted undies.
Yeah.
Had been planted in her luggage after two men offered her a job and a plane ticket.
Not suspicious at all.
No.
A job.
And a plane ticket. Nice. That should make you suspicious if you're at the airport.
What does it pay? $50,000 an hour.
Oh.
I got a job. All I had to do was swallow some balloons. It paid really well. They let my family live.
Wow.
Okay.
Does the word duh mean anything to you?
Nope. All right. Last story's all Alan Milani.
A semi-truck was having brake problems. It pulled into a truck stop, but that wasn't enough to save it. Big Cabin, Oklahoma, fire officials said the tires ignited and set off the cargo. 27,000 pounds of women's aerosol deodorant cans. Ooh. One fireman said it looked like a war zone. No one was injured. A local reporter tweeted, "To a certain degree, the scene smelled lovely."
Could you imagine those aerosol cans just going off like bombs, I bet.
Right.
Wow. Those are the kind of shows I hate missing.
Stay away from those cans.
It'd be like following an old lady in the grocery store that's got too much perfume on. Mm-hmm. Sorry, old ladies, but you do wear too much perfume. And I'm going to play that sound effect Alan picked out.
Oh, no.
What is that smell? Oh.
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
God, no, it smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food. Oh, excuse me.
You know, desire smells like that to some people.
Just some people, though.
Burnt hair and chutney.
All right, thanks so much for putting up with us. We are right at the top of the hour, KCHW Chweel. We got to bail on here so Alan can go open his carpet store. And Chuck can go order donuts.
That's right.
And so Scott can take a nap. Because he had to get up early.
And then I'm going to cook some potatoes.
I was thinking you looked kind of nappy this morning.
Always.
Oh, wow. Don't say that to people.
And that's our show for today. I'm Scott Allen.
I'm Chuck Ritchie.
I'm Alan Milani.
He was almost not there.
I know.
I was already ordering donuts, man.
He already quit.
He's already checking his phone.
I've got the I've got the order phone order form up for
for Christmas. He's thinking donuts. He can't even wait for the end of the show. Right. So hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. All right. Have a great day. That's your odd news for
Thursday.
We'll do what we can when we can. At the moment, we're helpless. You might as well sit back and enjoy the ride.